So now, when I do something good, my brain releases a little concoction of chemicals similar to sex, right? So if you want to sell your program, you can just say it's sexy, and you would not be lying. Our brains are all hardwired to want to volunteer. Okay, so here's why that works. And this is, again, from a study that's coming around from really very intelligent group of people. I can't remember the source right at the moment. But I'll give you the simplified version. I'll give you the Chris version. Okay, so I come out of my cave, right? And my kids are playing with their toy rocks, right? And one of my kids has fallen over one of his toy rocks. I've told him several times, put your toy rocks away. When you're done playing with them, you're going to hurt yourself. Broke his arm, right? My brain, way back when, thinks, huh, that's interesting. And I go on my way to get my dinosaur burger, right? I just leave the kid there. Kid dies. It's a bad story. Kid dies. None of my kids live, because they all eventually break their arms. I'm off eating burgers. I don't care. Guess what happens to my DNA pool? It's gone, right? Over here, Bob's, you know, I need a real person. What's your name? Daniel. Daniel comes out of his cave. Daniel's got a great group of kids. He tells them to put their toy rocks away. They don't. Broke his arm. He looks down. His brain, for whatever reason, fires off something along the lines of empathy. And Daniel feels bad. He sees that. He feels bad. Wants to fix it. Fixes it. Gets a couple twigs, some vines, wraps them up. It's good to go. His kids live on. We are all Daniel's descendants today, right? All of our brains have what Daniel's brain has. My brain's gone. So every brain on the planet, if you're alive today, is alive because of this empathetic trigger. But more than that, our brains have evolved and become much more complicated. So now, when I do something good, my brain releases a little concoction of chemicals similar to sex, right? So if you want to sell your program, you can just say it's sexy, and you would not be lying, right? Volunteering is sexy. That could be the new, for next year's conference, that's what we could do. Volunteering is sexy, right? So here, the human social brain, as well as other mammalian brains, so the different levels within our head, is built upon ancient emotional and motivational systems that generate affective states that are indicators of potential fitness trajectories. Meaning, if you cared about your kids and they stayed alive, we're all Daniel, right? So our brains are hardwired. In fact, there's a concept out there, it's called the feel-good, do-good effect. When I feel good, I don't mind doing good. When I do good, guess what happens? I feel good. People who volunteer, people who are active in communities, feel better. They are more generous. They are more gracious. Sue talked about humility. Actually esteem other people as equal and as in a collaborative way is because your brain releases chemicals so that you do it. And we're all wired to be that way, whether we're here or the other side of the planet. This is an important aspect to leverage in our programs.